Torah in 2 minutes-ish. I'm a coffee fan, an addict, not a connoisseur, so I didn't miss Starbucks for 4 hours past Tuesday when they closed nationwide for sessions in the aftermath of a racially charged incident from April. But I did notice the timing, because Judaism sees events through the lens of that week's Torah portion. So if Starbucks is talking about unconscious racial bias, I always wonder, what does the Torah say about this? And it turns out the Torah doesn't mention coffee, not even frappuccinos. But this week there's a great scene. It's the beginning of chapter 12 in the book of Numbers. It's when Miriam and Aaron with her spoke against Moses concerning the Cushite wife he had taken, for he had taken a Cushite wife. They said, "Is it but through Moses alone that the Lord has spoken? Has he not spoken through us as well?" They're complaining that Moses is sort of like is taking too much power for himself and they should share it. But weirdly, the narrator in advance says that they're complaining about his wife, which they don't then complain about. And the key seems to be that Cushite in Hebrew means Ethiopian. Moses is married to a woman, a sub-Saharan African, it seems, who's black. And the fact that their complaint has nothing about her, but the narrator tells us they're complaining about her, hints that it's possible, but not necessary, but possible. I'm going to go with this possibility that the Torah is tipping us off some unconscious bias, that there's a hidden agenda, maybe even hidden from Miriam and Aaron themselves, that they have a bias against Moses' wife, and so they are complaining about something else. God puts them in their place and defends Moses, but there's a chance that without closing a single high-end coffee shop, that the Torah is warning us about unconscious bias against those who are different from us. Because it's probable that Miriam and Aaron and Moses, that their family probably were Middle Eastern in terms of their tone. They probably weren't what we would call white nor what we would call black, right? They'd be somewhere in between. Miriam and Aaron are portrayed as great, but they are portrayed as flawed in their greatness. So if we can admit that we carry bigotries that we're not aware of, just like the Torah seems to indicate that they carried bigotries that they're not aware of, and we can, since it steers them wrong, we should know that it can steer us wrong. We should be on guard against it. Be aware that the Torah recognizes this as an ancient problem, as an ancient stumbling block, and that we shouldn't imagine ourselves immune from it. And that we can get together, maybe over a cup of coffee, to try and discuss how to get rid of our unconscious biases and build a better world. Shabbat Shalom.